7 million Americans are more than 90 days behind on their car loans, nearing the peak from the Great Recession.
Some car models have become financial disasters. It's so bad that by 2026, they'll barely be worth more than scrap metal. A $100,000 luxury SUV from last year now selling for $35,000? A $64,000 Toyota dealers won't even accept as trade-ins. These are real models from 2023 and 2024 that have imploded in value and nobody wants them. Today, we're exposing the 15 vehicles that went from showroom stars to worthless in record time. If you own one of these, I'm sorry. Let's count down from brutal to absolutely catastrophic. Number 15, 2024 Tesla Cybertruck. The Cybertruck was supposed to be Elon's masterpiece, the vehicle that would appreciate like fine art. Instead, it's become a depreciation disaster, losing 50% of its $100,000 value in less than 2 years. Early buyers thought they'd flip Cybertrucks for profit. Some sold for $150,000 in late 2023. By 2025, those same trucks were selling for half the price. The bubble popped faster than anyone expected. Tesla ramped up production so fast that by 2025, they had a 3-month supply of unsold Cybertrucks sitting on lots. When early adopters got theirs, demand evaporated. Real trade-in offers tell the story. Owners with 6,000-mile Foundation Series trucks that cost $100,000 are getting offers of $65,000, a 35% loss in just 1 year. One owner with 32,000 miles got offered just $60,000. Number 14, 2024 Infiniti QX80. The 2024 QX80 is built on a platform from 2011, and it shows. With 50% depreciation from $75,000, owners lost $37,500 in less than 2 years. Under the skin, this is the old Nissan Patrol chassis. The tech, the ride, the fuel economy, everything screams last decade. Dealers even admitted one sold for 46% less after 2 years, and they called that relatively competitive. Infiniti has been hemorrhaging dealerships and canceling models. Buyers know a redesign is coming, which makes the current model instantly outdated. Why buy a dying platform from a dying brand? And with gas prices fluctuating, the QX80's thirsty V8 is a liability. Buyers calculate fuel costs and maintenance bills, then walk away. After 5 years, the QX80 retains only about 1/3 of its value. Half of that loss happens in the first 2 years. Number 13, 2024 Mercedes-Benz EQB. Mercedes' compact electric SUV has crashed 50% from $55,000 price tag, a $27,500 loss that proves luxury badges don't guarantee resale value. Mercedes built way too many EQ models. Dealers were desperate to move inventory, offering $11,000 discounts on brand new EQBs. When new ones sell for that cheap, used values collapse. The EQB is just a gas-powered GLB with batteries shoved in. It wasn't designed as an EV from the ground up, so range is mediocre, 240 miles, and efficiency is poor. Because it didn't qualify for U.S. tax credits, Mercedes pushed aggressive lease deals with $10,000 plus in incentives. When those leases ended, the market flooded with cheap 2-year-old EQBs. Number 12, 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Consumer Reports rated the Grand Cherokee among the least reliable vehicles for 2025. Combined with 51% loss from $54,852, that's a $28,000 disaster. But here's where it gets real. A Michigan couple is suing Stellantis over a brand new Grand Cherokee 4xe that's completely undrivable.
So it totally shut off. I'm on the freeway. Thankfully, it's like 2 p.m., so I was able to get over to the edge,
And their story shows exactly why this SUV's value has tanked. Their brand new Grand Cherokee 4xe spent 8 months at dealerships out of a 39-month lease. Owner says they'd fix one thing, but something else would go wrong. Stellantis recalled over 91,000 Grand Cherokee 4xe models for sudden power loss, but the damage is done. Before we continue, if you agree Jeep has lost all credibility, hit that like button. And trust me, the list gets way worse from here. Number 11, 2024 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Alfa Romeo makes beautiful, fun-to-drive SUVs. They also make vehicles that shed value like a sinking ship, with a 52% plunge from $46,500. One 2024 Stelvio Veloce with just 274 miles sold at auction for $32,500, nearly 40% off its $53,120 MSRP. Brand new, never driven, and already worth 40% less. New Stelvios rarely sell at MSRP. Alfa offers massive incentives, low interest leases, cash rebates to move inventory. When new ones sell for $5,000 to $7,000 off, used values crater. Alfa Romeo consistently ranks near the bottom in reliability. After 3 years, Stelvios retain only 37 to 39% of original value, one of the worst in the category. The Stelvio is the odd one out in a segment dominated by BMW, Audi, and Mercedes. With limited dealer networks and low brand awareness, the buyer pool is tiny. To compete, Stelvios must be significantly cheaper. Number 10, 2024 Polestar 2. Polestar's Tesla fighter has suffered a value hemorrhage, losing 53% from its initial price of $50,000. Hertz bought up to 65,000 Polestar 2s for rental fleets, then panicked when EV resale values tanked. They started dumping thousands onto the used market at fire sale prices. This flood of cheap, barely used Polestar 2s destroyed resale values for everyone. On top of that, most buyers have no idea what Polestar is. Is it Volvo? Chinese? A tech startup? Brand confusion kills resale. Limited service networks make buyers nervous about long-term ownership. Many 2021 to 2022 Polestar 2s that cost $60,000 new now sell for low $30,000, about 50% gone. Kelley Blue Book shows a 57% nosedive at 3 years. Polestar's CEO himself warned that the deluge of used EVs could tank resale values. He was right. His own cars proved it. Number 9, 2024 Audi e-tron SUV. Audi's first-generation electric SUV promised luxury and range. It delivered a 54% crash in value from its original price of $70,000. The 2024 e-tron maxed out at 222 miles EPA range. Real world, closer to 180 miles in winter. For a $70,000 SUV, that's embarrassing. Heavy weight and poor efficiency, 46 kilowatt hours per 100 miles, made it expensive to charge and limited to short trips. Audi released the Q8 e-tron in 2024 with 285 miles of range, instantly making the old e-tron outdated. Used buyers looked at the specs and walked away. One owner paid $84,000 for a 2023 e-tron and was offered $40,000 trade-in within a year. His words, first and last electric Audi for me. Number 8, 2024 Nissan Ariya. Nissan's electric comeback SUV has suffered a value freefall, losing 54% from its original price of $52,000 in a very short time. The Ariya is built in Japan, so it didn't qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. That made it $7,500 more expensive than competitors from day one. Sales tanked. And here's the kicker. Nissan discontinued the Ariya in the US. There won't be a 2026 model. When a brand kills a model after a year, resale values don't just drop, they collapse. Real listings tell the horror story. An Ariya Engage all-wheel drive, $48,500 new, selling for $22,300 after 1 year. An Ariya Platinum Plus E-Force, $63,700 new, listed at $29,900. That's a 53% value wipeout in 12 months. The Ariya isn't a bad EV. It will just be irrelevant in 2026, and it's now officially dead in America. Number 7, 2023 Lucid Air. The luxury EV with 500 miles of range looked like the future. Instead, it became a financial black hole, dropping 55% from $120,000. Yes, that's a whopping $66,000 gone. Lucid is burning through cash and struggling to scale production. Buyers worry about warranty support, software updates, and parts availability if Lucid goes under. Nobody wants to own a six-figure car from a potentially bankrupt company. A 2022 Lucid Air Grand Touring, MSRP $155,000, sold for $68,000 after 1 year, an $86,500 loss. Another with 5,000 miles, $141,000 MSRP, went for $61,000. Some barely used Airs list for under $50,000, less than half their original price. One owner's Lucid lost value at $200 per day. It's been called the ultimate depreciation machine. Number 6, 2024 Mercedes-Benz EQE. Mercedes' electric E-Class has imploded, losing 56% from its $76,000 price tag. A brutal $42,588 vaporized. At $70,000 to $90,000, the EQE promised S-Class luxury. Buyers got cramped rear seats, cheap interior materials, and divisive styling. In the UK, an EQE 350, $89,000 new, was projected to drop to $49,500 in 12 months, the same price as a used gas E-Class. The EQE was Mercedes' learning curve. Range was mediocre, 260 to 300 miles. Charging was slower than competitors, and software was buggy. No U.S. tax credits meant Mercedes pushed aggressive leases with huge incentives. When those leases ended, low-mileage EQEs flooded the market at slashed prices. Number 5, 2024 Volkswagen ID4. VW promised an affordable EV for everyone. Instead, they delivered a financial disaster, 56% gone from $40,000. The ID4's infotainment is a buggy nightmare. Slow, laggy screens, capacitive buttons that don't respond, glitchy software updates that made early owners regret their purchase. Tech issues killed demand. VW opened a Tennessee factory and flooded the market with ID4s. Supply massively outpaced demand. Dealers were desperate, offering huge discounts on new models that destroyed used values. When Tesla slashed Model Y prices, a Model Y cost almost the same as a used ID4. Game over. By 1 year old, ID4 values were down 33%, among the worst of any vehicle. The ID4 was supposed to democratize EVs. Instead, it proved you can't fix bad software with good intentions. Number 4, 2024 Nissan Leaf. The original EV has become an EV cautionary tale, losing 58% from its original price. The Leaf uses passive air cooling for its battery, leading to faster capacity loss, especially in hot climates. Used buyers know they're purchasing a degraded battery with questionable remaining life. Even Nissan is killing the Leaf to replace it with a new EV crossover. Dead EV models don't hold value. Parts and support will gradually disappear. The Leaf pioneered EVs, but it's now a relic. Number 3, 2024 Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. Mercedes' flagship electric SUV has become a flagship failure, losing 61% from a hefty price tag of $110,000. Low-mileage EQS SUVs were selling for $60,000 after just 18 months, nearly half price. For $110,000 plus, buyers expected S-Class luxury. They got cheap plastics, cramped third-row seats, and an overcomplicated tech interface that frustrated more than impressed. Like many automakers, Mercedes miscalculated the EV demand and built far more EQ models than they could sell. Desperate dealers slashed prices on new EQS SUVs. Combined with Tesla price cuts making competitors non-competitive, Mercedes panicked and flooded the market with discontinued inventory. Imported and expensive, the EQS SUV didn't qualify for federal credits. Mercedes had to subsidize leases heavily. When those leases ended, the market was flooded with lease returns at rock-bottom prices. Losing $67,100 in 2 years is not depreciation, it's financial annihilation. Number 2. 2024 Maserati Levante. If value loss had a poster child, it's the Maserati Levante. With 70% value loss from a price tag of $92,000 to $130,000, folks who financed were underwater immediately. $90,000 gone. Maserati consistently ranks dead last in reliability. The brand sits in an awkward middle ground, trying to compete with Porsche and BMW, but falling short in tech, refinement, and performance. The 2024 Levante is the final model year. Maserati killed the lineup. One study found the Levante loses 74% of its value in 5 years, with most loss in the first 2 years. The Levante has a Ferrari-derived engine, but its resale value is worse than a used economy car. Number 1. 2023 to 2024 Toyota Mirai. The absolute worst. The Toyota Mirai has suffered catastrophic value evaporation. 77% gone from $64,000. Used Mirais are listed for $7,000 to $10,000. Some dealers offered $1,000 trade-in value. One dealer literally wouldn't accept a Mirai as a trade-in. How does Toyota, the king of reliability and resale, create the most worthless car in America? Hydrogen stations are disappearing. In California, the only state with real infrastructure, stations are closing due to reliability issues and costs. Owners have cars they literally cannot refuel. Hydrogen costs over $36 per kilogram. A full tank is $180, triple the cost per mile of gasoline. Running costs are insane, assuming you can even find fuel. New Mirai buyers got $15,000 free hydrogen fuel plus $7,500 federal credit plus state rebates. Effective price? Under $45,000 for a $64,000 car. Used Mirais get none of those perks. They must sell for under $10,000 to attract buyers. Toyota's stubborn bet on hydrogen didn't go well. The Mirai is a technological dead end now. Toyota thought they were visionaries. They were wrong. Many 1 to 2 year old Mirais in California list for $7,000 to $10,000, an 85% loss. The Mirai is now a niche within a niche that nobody wants. And there you have it. 15 car models that became worthless in less than 2 years. From the Cybertruck's broken promises to the Mirai's dead-end technology, these cars prove that new doesn't mean valuable and expensive doesn't mean smart. Which of these shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this valuable, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.